Imagine waking up each morning to the gentle lap of water against mosaic tiles, the sun dancing across a perfectly engineered oasis you built with your own two hands. That first plunge, cool, soothing, utterly transformative, felt like shedding the weight of the world. For years, my backyard pool was more than a luxury. It was my therapy room, my sanctuary, my happy place. Little did I know that same water would become ground zero in a full-scale HOA showdown worthy of Hollywood. Before we dive in, drop your country in the comments. Let's see how far this pool drama travels. I've always loved swimming. It clears my head, keeps me grounded, and hey, it beats therapy. So when I bought my house, one of the first upgrades I made was a backyard pool. It wasn't just some cheap above ground splash bucket either. It was gorgeous, tiled, pristine, and honestly one of the best looking features in the whole neighborhood. Since I'm not some Scrooge about it, I used to let the neighborhood kids swim, private property, fully fenced, paid for by yours truly. I figured, why not spread the joy a little? That goodwill lasted until I decided to deepen the pool. Make sure you like and subscribe for your top-notch HOA drama. Now, I wasn't just tweaking water temperature or buying new floaties. I was renovating the pool, digging deeper, making it sleeker, more professional. I filed all the proper paperwork, submitted the designs to the city, hired licensed contractors, and spent $28,400 making sure everything was done legally and beautifully. The deeper pool wasn't going to be child-friendly anymore. Too dangerous. So I did the responsible thing. I reached out to every parent whose kids had swum before and politely explained the changes. They all appreciated the heads up, every single one except Monica Reed. You know the type. Platinum blonde bob, oversized sunglasses, pastel khakis, clipboard glued to her hand like she's the neighborhood sheriff. Her kids? Cannonball champions of chaos, screaming, splashing everyone within 10 feet while she sipped her diet soda, ignoring every safety lecture, until now. She left my text on read for 3 days, then replied with one chilling word, noted. That noted was mistake number 2. Never underestimate a passive-aggressive HOA mom. Still, I brushed it off. Renovations were going smoothly, the other neighbors stayed civil, and I figured Monica would huff and puff, then move on. I had no idea she was just getting started. Monica didn't just take the pool closure personally. She saw it as an existential insult. According to her, I'd humiliated her children, singled them out, and disrespected her role in the community, all over a pool she didn't pay for, didn't maintain, and couldn't even see from her own yard. Her rage was so irrational it felt like a parody. I didn't ban her kids to be spiteful. I banned them because they were wild, unsupervised, and my pool was no longer built for them. I even explained that twice. But Logic and Monica don't swim in the same pool. Her kids sprinted on slippery tiles, shoved each other near the edge, and once smuggled in water balloons without asking. I stayed silent out of politeness, but after deepening the slope and heightening the walls, I couldn't risk a lawsuit or a drowning on my conscience. It wasn't safe. Period. Every other parent got it, not Monica. She was offended she wasn't exempt. And when Monica gets offended, she declares war. Her first volley, a 2-minute voice note, ending with the most pathetic threat I'd heard in months. If my kids can't have fun, neither can you, like a Disney villain's curse. I laughed. Twice. But I knew better than to ignore her. People like Monica don't bark just to hear themselves. They bite, too. She began stalking the perimeter. HOA meetings full of safety concerns, walking her dog past my fence on loop, feigning phone calls just to peek through the slats. When she found no real violation, she manufactured one. One random Tuesday afternoon, 2 city code enforcement officers arrived, tablet in hand, checklist ready. Monica hovered behind them, feigning concern. They measured everything: drain flow, chlorine levels, filtration, runoff, you name it. It passed every single test. Legit. I thought that would end it. It didn't. A week later, another anonymous complaint arrived. Same nonsense, different wording. That was the last straw. I printed no trespass and recording in progress signs, nailed them to my gate, and filed a cease and desist. Monica had crossed a line. Returning from the garden center with bags of mulch, I spotted Monica stomping down the sidewalk like she'd lost her last shred of dignity. In one hand, my cease and desist letter. On her face, a shade of crimson no crayon can match. She marched to my driveway. Security cameras caught every step. "You think this paper scares me?" she shrieked, waving it like a death threat. "You think it's over? I'll ruin you." I sipped iced tea inside, arms crossed, watching the live feed on my phone. She rampaged, arms flailing in a deranged interpretive dance, culminating in, "I hope you drown in your stupid pool." I didn't flinch. I called the cops. Two new officers arrived, one a calm, mirrored sunglasses pro, the other a burly guy who looked like he meant business. They reviewed my footage, then faced Monica. "You are trespassing and issuing verbal threats. Leave now." She scoffed. "This is my neighborhood. Arrest him." The male officer didn't blink. He snapped the cuffs on her wrists. Her face crumpled. Disbelief, rage, total loss of control. She wailed along my driveway. I waved at her from my ring cam. Full HD humiliation. If your HOA ever tries to play sheriff on your turf, remember, sometimes the pool bites back. The end.